Hello, folks, this is Tribu. Welcome to Your True Awareness. I heard this quote recently, and it talks about freedom, personal freedom. And the most important thing for life is freedom, your personal freedom. You have to be free so that you can live the life that you really want to live. Now, most of us are living somebody else's life, and we feel trapped wherever we are. We feel confined to the situations that we are. And I felt the same way too. And then I heard this quote. It woke me up. It was from this guy named Gove. And he said, if I want to be free, I've got to be me. Not the me that I think you think I should be. Not the me that I think my wife thinks I should be. Not the me that I think my parents or my children think I should be. But if I want to be free, I have got to be me. If you want to be free, you have to be completely and truly you. The real you. Not the you that you have been told you should be. Not the me that you think you should be because of the way life is for you at this moment. There is everything that can happen in your life that you are not aware of because you're not able to see it. You're seeing your life not through your own eyes, not through your own desires, but through somebody else's eyes and somebody else's desires. And that's why you feel trapped. That's why you feel confined to the way your life has turned out. But it doesn't have to be that way. You have to understand who you really are. Here's an addition to the quote, but it's not from the same guy. It's a very old quote. It says, know yourself. And it leads on to this quote in such a way that if I have to be free, if I want to be free, I have to be me. And know yourself really says, if you know yourself, that is your truth. And then truth will always set you free. What I mean is the mental prisons that we hold ourselves in by saying that this is how my life is supposed to be, because I was taught this way and this is what is going to be for me. This is how it is going to be for me and nothing else should change. And when something happens, something destroys the illusion, the covering in front of your eyes that says, this is all beautiful world. This is so nice for you. It's so wonderful. It's so amazing. And something happens to shatter that illusion. Something happens that shakes away that curtain, that dissolves the idea that your life is so beautiful. And you find that your life has been a lie, that people around you have been telling you things just so that they can keep you under their control, that just so that they can keep you from, leaving their situational areas, just so that you can be like them. When you consider the different people in your life, I don't mean the multiple people in your life, I mean the different ones, the ones who think differently, the ones who act different, the ones who behave differently, whether good, whether bad, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't match your perspective of how a person should be, you don't like them. Whether it is extremely good or extremely bad or mediocrely good or mediocrely bad, it doesn't matter. You don't like them because they're not behaving the way you want them to. And you have been trained to behave like the other people in your circle, your parents, your family members and friends and other work colleagues and all that. You behave like them. And when somebody comes along and behaves completely different, it's a completely different angle, a different perspective of viewing the world and behaving that way, you have a comment. But it's not a good comment. It's not an appreciative comment. It doesn't trigger in your mind an idea to do something better, to take that as a possible different direction to look at in your life. What you are still continuing to do is unknowingly, unaware, sitting in your prison thinking you're free, while that person might be free, freer than you will ever be, because he is living how he wants to live. They are doing what they want to do. You are living what somebody else told you to live. You are doing what somebody else told you to do. So how can you call that free? I want you to open your mind just a little bit, because the prison that I'm talking to you about is in your mind. It's not in your environment. It's in your mind. You have been taught this is how it is. You have been told repeatedly from day one that this is how life is supposed to be, and you don't know how to do anything different. When a different idea comes your way, you can't accept it because It's completely 180 degrees different from the direction that you are looking at. But if you look at that idea, if you really look at that different thought that comes your way, if you really just focus on it for a little bit, take 5 minutes and think about it, you will find that it's not 180 degrees. It is the actual path, and it's you who are 180 degrees away from the freedom that you are looking for. I want you to look for your freedom. Whatever it is that causes you to be free, to feel free, to give more of yourself out into this life that you are living. Not what I'm living or anybody else, but what you are living. What you live, your life, is your freedom. It's your truth. And that's what you need to find, your truth. So when you become free, you not only set yourself free, you will find somebody else to set free, whether you know it or not, because you have tasted that freedom and you want other people to be free. There are different levels of freedom, different kinds of freedom. You don't have to all be the same, but what is freedom to you might be a prison for somebody else. And what's a freedom for somebody else might be a prison to you. It's different. It's the idea of discipline. When we are taught about discipline, we think it's punishment. We think it's being tied up and confined to a certain strict set of rules that you do not change. You have no pleasure, you have no fun. That's what we thought discipline was. That's what I thought discipline was. It turned out I was completely wrong. Discipline was just the able to take control of myself. If I really look at it, if you really look at it, discipline is taking control of yourself. And when you take control of yourself, no one else, no one can tell you what to do. No one can tell you how to be, what to be, and what to think, because you are under control. And when you are under control, you are free. You are completely free to go wherever you want, be whoever you want, do whatever you want to do. That is freedom. We want a lot of time, we want a lot of money, we want to just live our lives doing what we want to do. But look at yourself. Really look at yourself. Are you really doing what you want to do? Or have you been copying? Have you been copying somebody else's life, living what they told you, doing exactly what the other people in your life have been telling you to do? What have you been doing? Have you looked at something in your life and said, I want to do that, but I can't. I want to do this, but I can't. Look at your but I can'ts. Look at your buts. Not the but, but the B-U-T. Look at the buts. Look at how many buts you are telling yourself against the freedom that you really have. That is right there. It's right there for you to grasp, to take control and be free, to really be free. I want you to be free. Take the time to think about your freedom. What is it that will make you free? What is that thing, that mindset that you need? The knowledge that you have to consume. The amount of information that is out here is enormous now. It's on our fingertips. What is it that you need that is just a click away, that is just a touch away, that you need to gain your freedom? Freedom doesn't come overnight. No, freedom is a fight. You have to fight for your freedom. You got to just go and get it and fight every day against yourself first to get your freedom. So wake up, get up, fight for your freedom. Think of what is your freedom. Because if you want to be free, you have to become the real you. You have to really be you. Don't think about what other people are going to say. Don't think about what other people will think of you, because they're thinking about it anyway. There's a whole bunch of people who are ready, just waiting to laugh at you, to say what a stupid idiot you can be, not living the life that they think you should live, because you have a certain talent that they think you were born with, but it may not be your real talent. You struggled your way through that skill. Find your freedom and be true to you and be free. This is Tribhu. I want you to be free. This is your true awareness. And when you are aware, you will be free. I will see you next time. Take care.